We'll begin by lying down in constructive rest pose. Resting on the back with the knees bent, feet on the floor in line with the sit bones. Letting the body settle into the pull of gravity. Check that your arms are out wide enough, that your shoulder blades spread broad, your palms turn up, your neck and shoulders are relaxed. Bring your attention now to the pelvic girdle. Feel as you relax how the pelvis settles into the floor. With your lower back in a neutral curve, your pelvis is resting on the sacrum, and you can feel the end of the coccyx, the tailbone, on the floor. If you were tilting the pelvis, you'd have your tail curled up between your legs, so let that drop down. And notice where your two sitting bones are. Feel the pubic bone. Those four bony points are the places where the muscles of the pelvic floor are attached. So picture the points. Picture the diamond of the pelvic floor. Inhale while you have that image in your mind. And exhale, draw the diamond in towards its center, engaging the pelvic floor by pulling those 4 points towards their center. And then relax. Let everything go, sink into gravity again. And inhale, prepare, picturing those 4 points again. Exhale, gather the diamond of the pelvic floor in. This time, squeeze the sphincters. And then relax, release that, everything relaxing into gravity. And once again, inhale, picture the diamond. Exhale, gather it in, engage the sphincters, and this time lift the perineum towards the crown of the head, which is you're gonna feel the whole pelvic floor sliding up towards the crown of the head, slightly engaged, and remain there for a moment. And then relax completely. Then bring your attention to your transversus abdominis, big belt of muscles coming all the way around the torso. Feel the way particularly that it's going to give you protection in this place where we have no bony protection around the waist. Inhale and picture that belt. And gather it around, snug around the waist and the low belly, across the front of the hips. And then relax. As you engage that transversus, no change in the position of the spine or pelvis. Inhale again, picture the belt. And exhale, snug it around. Actually watch in your mind's eye as it comes around from the back to the front. And then relax and release. And once again, inhale, prepare by picturing the belt. And then exhale, snug it around the low torso. Maintain that engagement and take a breath. Make sure the shoulders and neck stay relaxed. With your exhale, renew that engagement. And then relax. Let's put the two pieces of the inner core together. Inhale, prepare, picture the diamond, picture the belt. Exhale, gather the diamond, snug the belt. All that stability around the pelvis, lower back, and relax. Again, no change in the position of the pelvis or the lumbar spine. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, engage, pelvic floor, and again, wrap the belt around, snug, and relax. Once again, now we're preparing for stabilizing as we move the arms. So we'll bring the arms down to the sides. Inhale, prepare for the inner core. Exhale, find the pelvic floor and pull the belt snug. And then maintain as you inhale the arms up to vertical. Renew the inner core and take the arms back, stabilizing the lower back. You can bend the elbows here. Inhale, arms float up. And then exhale, arms come back down. Gradually releasing the work in the inner core as you settle the arms down at your sides. Do it again. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, stabilizing with the inner core and reach back. And inhale, arms float up. And then relax the arms down with your exhale. And soften the work of the inner core. One more time. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, stabilize with the inner core and reach back. Inhale, arms float up. And stay right there with your arms. Reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Feel your shoulders peel up away from the mat, and then slowly drop the shoulders down and settle the humeral heads into the shoulder sockets. And do that again. Reach the fingertips up. Feel the shoulders round off away from the mat, and then slowly drop the shoulders and release the humeral heads down. Once again, stretch up and drop the shoulders and settle the humeral heads. Pause for a moment there. Then we'll bring the hands behind the head. Open the elbows out wide. Inhale, feel your ribs flare. The front ribs are open. The back ribs peel away from the mat. As you exhale, imprint your back ribs down into the mat. Keep your elbows down and keep your neutral lower back curve. Just bring the back ribs down. And inhale, relax that. Now focus on the flaring of the front ribs. And as you exhale, unflare. Pull the front ribs down at a diagonal. Imagine that diagonal reaching all the way around to the back pocket of the opposite side. And inhale, feel the ribs flare. Concentrate on the back ribs again. And exhale, imprint the back ribs down into the mat without flattening the lower back. And please keep your elbows wide. Inhale, let the ribs flare. And return your attention to the front ribs. Exhale, unflare the front ribs. Knit them together and reach them down in the diagonal opposite to the opposite back pocket. And inhale, let the ribs flare once more to the back. Exhale, imprint the back ribs. Inhale, relax. Exhale, knit the front ribs. And inhale, relax. Take a moment. We're still having the hands behind the head. Let yourself drop down to the floor. Now we add the inner core for the head lift and the crazy fish. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, engage the inner core. And imprint the ribs and lift the head, maintaining your neutral lower back curve. And inhale, lower the head back down. Keep your neutral and exhale up again. Ribs knitting and imprinting. And inhale, lower back down. Keep stabilizing. Lift once again with your exhale. Stay up as you inhale and move to the crazy fish. Exhale, left elbow to the left waist. Inhale to the center. Keep the breastbone facing up. Exhale, side bend to the right. And inhale back into center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale to the center. Exhale, side bend right. And inhale, center. One more time each way. And exhale as you side bend. Inhale to the center and exhale, lower your head down. Float the arms straight up. Relax the neck and make some small circles with your arms. And reverse. Make sure the humeral heads are well settled into the sockets. And then we're going to place the thumbs down on the low ribs, the fingertips on the hip points at the top of the pelvis. Preparing for our alternate leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, find the inner core. Knit and imprint the ribs. Keep the ribs and the pelvis steady as you raise your right foot up and lower it back down. Exhale, prepare, and then inhale, lift, stay stable. Exhale, lower down. Re-engage, prepare for the first side and return to the right leg up. And re-engage. There's your preparation as you lower the foot down and then bring the other foot up. And lower. One more with each leg. Anchor, lift, and lower. You're anchoring now and then switching to the other side and lower. Hands back behind the head. Engage the inner core. Knit and imprint the ribs. Lift the head up. Now alternate leg lifts with an extension of the leg. Inhale, right foot up. Exhale, flex your foot, extend your leg out. Keep imprinting. Inhale, bend the knee, and exhale, lower the right foot, steady pelvis. You can look up and make sure the pelvis is indeed still. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, flex, extend. Inhale to bend the knee and re-anchor. Lower the foot down. Back to the right side. Inhale up. Exhale, flex, extend. Inhale, bend and anchor. Exhale, lower it down. Same thing on the left. Inhale up. Exhale, flex, extend. Inhale, bend. Re-anchor and lower one more time with each leg. Inhale, right up. Exhale, flex, extend. Inhale and bend and anchor, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, flex, extend. Inhale, bend the knee. And re-engage as you lower the foot. And then bring your head down. Float the arms to the ceiling. Relax the neck and turn your head slowly from one side to the other. Keeping the arms in that relaxed vertical position, engage the inner core, knit and imprint the ribs, and raise the right foot up, and re-anchor and bring the left foot up. Keep the shoulders relaxed and move into pistons. Exhale, reach the right toes down to the mat. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, lift. Notice your back ribs, keep them down, keep your neck and shoulders relaxed. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. See if you can maintain that right angle behind the knee so you're not you're not closing the right angle, you're just adjusting the angle at the hip. Let's do one more set, keep the back ribs down. Good, one hand to each knee, drop the knees out wide, and then take a little stirring of the hips. Flopping the thigh bones around. It's okay if your pelvis is rocking here. Reverse. And then with your hands on your knees, pull the knees in close. Lengthen the lower back. Lengthen the back of the neck. Return your attention to the pelvic floor. Engage there. Feel your belt snug around your hips, and then pull your pubic bone into your belly button so that you can keep your knees close into your chest and your back flat as you raise your arms to the ceiling. Feel your ribs knitting around, back ribs imprinting, and keep them imprinted as you draw a circle on the ceiling with your knees. Now your knees are together. You're making a nice circle around your whole pelvis, but keep the back ribs down. Go one way, and then reverse and go the other. Good. See how big the circle can be without your back ribs peeling off away from the mat. And we definitely want the shoulders to stay relaxed. Keep the shoulders dropped, circling around. We'll do one more each direction. And then the hands can come onto the knees again as you pull them in. And find your neutral tabletop. Engage the inner core. We're going to lower just the left leg down and then place the right ankle onto the left knee. Left hand behind the head. Right arm resting down at your side. Engage your inner core. Check that you're not rocking to the right side. Be right in the middle of the pelvis. Draw your left ribs to your right back pocket. And then as you exhale, lift up and bring your left armpit towards your right knee. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lift up and over. And inhale, lower back down. Feel that line of pull. Left ribs down to the right back pocket. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift and reach with the armpit. Inhale down, make sure you're not reaching with your knee. Exhale. Inhale, lower. Now we're going to come up one more time and pulse, 10 little pulses. And then release. bring the hand down and the foot down, and then switch left ankle to right knee, right hand behind the head, left arm relaxed out at your side. Settle into the middle of the pelvis. Take an inhale. With your exhale, prepare the inner core. Reach your right ribs to your left back pocket, and then up and over, right armpit towards the left knee. And inhale, lower down. Take your time here. Exhale, up and over. Visualize that line all the way around to the back pocket. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, up and over. Right armpit to left knee. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, feel the right ribs pulling to the left back pocket. Inhale, down. Last one, come up and now pulse, 10 little pulses in that same line. And then release. And return to your neutral tabletop. Take a moment, relax there. We're going to take something between the knees, a small ball if you have one, or a folded blanket, or a pillow folded in half. You could use a yoga block if you have that. Arms relaxed at the sides, shoulders easy. Engage the inner core, stabilize in your neutral, and as you exhale, simply press the knees into each other, and then relax with the inhale. Exhale, stabilize and squeeze in. And inhale, relax. Exhale again. Inner core first, then the action of the squeeze. Twice more. Now keep your squeeze. Tilt your pelvis till your lower back is flat. Hip bone to belly button. And do it again, keeping the lower back. Release on the inhale and squeeze on the exhale. Keep scooping your belly in. Shoulders are relaxed. Belly button scooping towards the spine. Tilting the pelvis, pubic bone towards the belly button. 2 more times. On this last one, we're going to maintain the squeeze, maintain the scoop, imprint the back ribs, and lift both feet up. Now we're in a flattened back position with the ball between the knees. I want you to move that to a neutral spine. Bring your hands down to your sides. We're going to prepare for the 100 with a neutral spine. Exhale, press the hands down, knit and imprint the ribs again, and lift the head. Now you can keep your knees bent or straighten them out, and then pulse your arms for 5 as you exhale, and for 5 as you inhale. Exhale for 5, and inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 5, inhale, arms active, chin into the chest, inhale, exhale, inhale, and one more set. Good, then bend your knees, put your head down, take the ball out, bring your knees into your chest. And then we're going to rock the knees over to the left side, taking this spinal twist. Relax the right shoulder. Slow breath into the right side. And bring your knees into your chest. And then roll over, twisting to the right side. Relax the left shoulder. Breathe into the left side. And bring the knees to the chest. Both knees in. And straighten the left leg out onto the floor. Bring the right knee to the breastbone. Find that centered place in the middle of the back of the pelvis. Relax the stretch of the knee so your tailbone's back down on the floor. Set your inner core and your ribs knitting and imprinting. Straighten the right leg up for leg circles. Thumbs on low ribs, fingers on the hip points. 5 slow, small circles. Use your hand to verify if there's any wobbling there. Slow it down and make the circles smaller. Even as big as a golf ball will do. And then reverse 5 times the other way. Now that you're bringing your attention to your obliques more, maybe you can feel how much of an oblique exercise that is. Bring the right knee back into the chest, and then the left. Take a moment. And then straighten the right leg out, pulling the left knee towards the breastbone. As you pull the knee in, see if you can drop the shoulders down. Feel how your pelvis is tilted a little bit. Then relax the hug so you get your tailbone back down on the floor. Set the inner core. Feel the knitting and imprinting of the ribs. Extend the leg up. Then bring the thumbs to the lower ribs, the fingers to the hip points. 5 slow circles again. Make them really accurate. That's more important than the size of the circle or the speed, the accuracy. 5 times one way, and then reverse. And we'll bring the left knee into the chest and the right knee into join. Place the feet down. Return into the neutral rest pose for a moment. Then we're going to turn over to the stomach. And start with the arms fully extended out in front. Legs comfortably wide, forehead on the mat. Just stretch out long for a moment there. Relax down into the floor. And then prepare for the inner core here. See if you can find the pelvic floor without clenching in the buttocks, and slide your ribs together. You can actually feel them moving against the floor. Push gently into the floor with your palms. Keep your elbows down and raise the chest and the head. Doing as little with the lower back and legs as possible. Let this be way up in the upper back. And then release back down. Let everything go. Relax the front of the body. Then re-engage the pelvic floor, your belt. Draw your ribs in and raise the chest and the head. Gently press down through the arms and pull the shoulders down away from the ears. And release back down. Let everything go. One more time. Prepare the inner core. Feel the ribs gliding together. Raise the chest and the head. Shoulders pulling down away from the ears. Opening the breastbone. And then release. Bring your hands underneath your forehead. We're going to continue to leave the feet on the floor. Same preparation, inner core, glide the ribs. Now lift the whole upper body, the arms, chest, and the head. It's not a high lift. I want you to again focus on the upper thorax and then lower down. Relax. See if you can feel the legs and the buttocks let go and keep them as passive as possible. Inner core, glide the ribs and then lift, chest, arms, head up. And relax back down. One more time. Inner core first, feel the ribs gliding in, and lift the arms, head, chest up, and then release. Now bring your arms down by your sides, bring the legs close together, And do the locust, raising the legs as well as the upper body this time. Engage the inner core, glide your ribs, lift everything up. Head, arms, chest, legs up. Lift your thighs and your breastbone. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and then release. Let everything go. Do it again. Prepare inner core, glide the ribs and lift everything up. Lift the thighs, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together and release. Let it go and then reset. Once again, inner core, glide the ribs, lift everything up. And then relax. Let's lift up to all fours. Bring the breastbone forward. And move the hips back to the heels. Bend your arms as you move into a child's pose. Let your neck and shoulders relax. And come up to all fours again, opening the chest forward. Pull your tail between your legs, bend your elbows, drop your chin, and stretch your hips back to your heels. Once more. Take a moment in the child's pose. We're going to go to the left side. Lie comfortably on the left side and then extend the legs. Feet a little bit forward of the hips, neck and shoulders relaxed. Find your inner core. Take an organ lift, feeling your internal organs lift off away from the floor, up towards your top waist. Maintaining that lift there, you can feel with your fingers on your thumbs and your ribs again, raise the top leg up. Do not let your waist collapse, keep the organ lift active. Raise the top leg and lower it. And lift and lower, 2 more times like that. Keep the organ lift in place. Come halfway down. Resettle your inner core and your belt, your organ lift in your belt, and then circle the leg 5 times. And then reverse. Keep that pelvis still. Fingertips on the mat if you need a little more stability. And then re-anchor. And we're going to go forward and back. Pull your ribs together as you exhale. Take your leg behind you. Try not to tilt forward with the shoulder to counterbalance. And inhale, come forward. Exhale, bring your leg behind you. Better to have your fingertips on the floor for a little help there than to let your shoulders adjust. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. 2 more times. Reach it back. Keep lifting that organ lift. And bring it back with the exhale. And 1 more time. And return to the center. Lower leg lifts. Again, fingertips on the mat if necessary. Exhale, lift the bottom leg and inhale, lower it back down. Exhale up and inhale down. Lift as you exhale. Lower with the inhale. Lift and lower. Lift and maintain your lift and then externally rotate. We're going to roll the legs out in the sockets. Do 10 little pulses of the heels. Now we're going to do our side scissors. Keep turned out and raise the top leg up. Tap the bottom leg down and then close to the center. And open and close. Stay turned out. Open. Close. Open, close. 1 more time. Return to the center. 10 more little pulses. And come to parallel. Flex the feet back and squeeze the toes. Point the toes, fan the toes and flex back. Squeeze, point, fan, flex, squeeze, point, fan and flex and reverse it. Open toes, reach, squeeze, and pull back. Reach through the ball of the foot and come back. One more time. And relax. We're going to do our side sit-ups. Bring the left hand to the right waist. Right hand down on the floor in front of the shoulder. Reconnect with your inner core and then push up so that your right arm is straight. And do 5 slow pulses up and down here. And then reset and do 5 more. Pushing the floor away. Try not to sink into the shoulder, but push the floor away. Then release. Lowering that left arm down. Bend the knees comfortably. Place the right elbow onto the right waist. Slowly externally rotate the right arm. We're going to do 15 repetitions. Keep the elbow down. Roll the arm out in the socket. 2 more sets of 5. Relax. Prepare for the mermaid sit. So you're going to bring your left knee a little forward. Push yourself up. Left fingertips on the floor. Right hand on your right foot. Then reach up with your left arm and side bend. Reaching over towards the right side. And sit tall. Place the left arm, hand down and then slide down onto the forearm and stretch long. Reach your right sit bone down to the floor and spiral the breastbone towards the ceiling. And sit up tall. Right hand on that right foot and side bend to the right. And sit tall. Left hand down and slide down onto the forearm. Anchor down through the right hip, even though it's not touching the floor. Reach to the floor and spiral the breastbone towards the ceiling. Once again, sit tall. Raise the left arm and bend to the right. And left hand down, slide onto the forearm. Open the chest, lifting the breastbone. And sit tall. Right hand comes to the left knee. Spiral around, left fingertips on the floor behind you. Look as far behind you with your over your left shoulder as you can. And then turn just your head. Look out over the right shoulder. Then drop your right ear towards the right shoulder. Stretch for the left neck, but keep the breastbone turning to the left. And bring the head upright. Untwist and do a little counter twist, spinning around to the right. And then come to the center. Spin around so that you're sitting up with the feet on the floor, the knees bent. Hands on the back thighs. Engage the inner core. Scoop the belly, feel your ribs wrap, and then tilt back so you're on your sacrum. So feel that you have your tail tucked, and then keeping yourself on your sacrum, lift the breastbone. Flatten the back out, and again, round the spine, stay on your sacrum, and lift the breastbone. See if you can flatten the back. Open the chest, and let the back go around. Stay on the sacrum, and lift. And around, and maintain. Scoop the belly. Now maintain this position here and straighten your legs out. Draw the belly into the spine, and we're slowly going down to the floor. Pull the belly button into the spine, then the back ribs. Once you're down, reach your arms up overhead. Take a moment in that long stretch. Then the knees come to the chest, lengthen the lower back and the back of the neck. Then turn onto your right side. Resting comfortably on the right side, right arm under the right ear, feet a little forward of the hips. Settle for a moment. Then find the inner core and your organ lift, and lift the top leg. And lower back down. We're staying parallel for now. Monitor the hips and the ribs. Keep the organ lift in place. Keep the ribs steady and the pelvis still. Do it 2 more times. And the last one, come halfway down, and then we're going to circle. 5 nice slow circles, maintaining the organ lift, maintaining the steadiness between the ribs and the hips. Reverse for 5. And then stop and reset. Pull your ribs in, and using your exhale, move your leg behind you, and inhale, bring it forward. Fingertips on the floor if you like. Try to keep your ribs and shoulders really still so that you're not rocking back and forth to compensate for the movement of the leg. Exhale back and inhale forward. Keep the organ lift going, twice more. Then we return to the center, reset inner core and organ lift, and lift the bottom leg and lower it down. Again, fingertips on the mat if you like. On the 5th one, stay up, externally rotate the legs, and pulse the heels together 10 times. Then we're going to keep our external rotation and do the side scissors. Top leg up, bottom leg taps down, and lift to the center. Wide and close. Open it wide, stay turned out, and close 2 more times. And return to the center. Come into parallel, work the feet. Flex the feet, squeeze the toes, point the toes, fan and flex back. Squeeze, point, fan, flex, squeeze, point, fan, flex, reverse, reach, squeeze, and retract. Open the toes, reach, squeeze, and retract 1 more time. And release. Now we bring the right hand to the left waist, the left hand to the front of the shoulder. Find your inner core and your organ lift. Push into your left hand. And do 5 slow push-ups here. Then reset. Do 5 more. And then bring the right hand back down, release. Bend the knees comfortably. Place the right elbow on the right waist. Make sure that the neck is relaxed. 3 sets of 5, externally rotating that left arm in the socket. Take your time. When you're done, relax. So by the way, has anyone else been doing side series every day? I have. I'm just curious if anyone else is joining me in that endeavor. Okay, up for the mermaid. Bring the right knee a little forward and then push up. Left hand on the left foot. Stretch up with the right arm and side bend to the left. And then lower the hands. slide down onto your right forearm and reach your left arm up and over. Stretch your left hip down and spiral the breastbone towards the ceiling. And then come up and side bend to the left. And down with the right arm and reach over with your left. Open the breastbone towards the ceiling. Pull your left sit bone towards the floor. And up and side bend again. And to the top. Right arm down. Reach the left arm up and over. Breastbone spiraling up. Dropping down through your left sit bone. And then come up. Arm over twist. Left hand to the right knee. Spin around, look over your right shoulder. Sit as tall as you can through the center line of the body. And then keep turning the chest to the right. Turn the head and look over the left shoulder. And then drop your left ear down towards the left shoulder. And breathe there. Turn the chest to the right. And then bring the head up. Do a little counter twist. And then come once again so that you're sitting with your legs in front of you, knees bent. Feel where your sit bones are, then scoop the belly and recline down onto the sacrum. You can do the same exercise we did as last time where you hold the legs, or as you inhale and flatten the back, this time open the chest out. We're still staying tucked. Bring your hands back in as you exhale, staying tucked in the low belly, but open the chest. Good. Extend, lift the breastbone. See if you can take your arms out wide. And then return to that gentle round one more time. Now bring your forearms down onto the floor. Stay tucked on the pelvis. Lift your feet up. Lift your chest up. On your inhale, bring both knees over to the left side. And then on your exhale, return to the center. Feel the belly pulling you back to center. Inhale, drop the knees over to the right, and exhale back into the center. Sand the sacrum. Inhale over to the left. And exhale to center. And inhale to the right. Exhale to the center. Again. Reach over to the left side. Inhale to the, exhale to the center, inhale to the right side, and exhale to the center. One more each way. Inhale left, exhale center, inhale right, exhale center. Keep your belly scooped, lower one foot down and then the other. Then we're going to recline down onto the back ribs, scoop the belly and float here for a moment. So we're tucking the tail. Bringing the back ribs down, we're going to keep the knees bent for now, drop the shoulders. Maintain and hover. And then keep flattening the back. Straighten the right leg out. And then the left leg. Keep flattening the back. Look down at your feet. If they're turned out, bring them into parallel. And then roll yourself all the way down. Reach the arms back. Relax and let the back arc away from the floor. Take a big stretch. And then arms up and bring the knees to the chest. Gently rock on the sacrum. We're going to turn to the left side again. Do the clamshells. Relax the neck and shoulders. We're going to start with the legs at a 90-degree angle, knees and feet at the front of the mat, rocking the right hip forward, relaxing the neck and shoulders. Engage the inner core. Keep the waist soft, no organ lift, and draw the knee forward and then lift it up. Pull forward and then up. We'll do 10 in this position. Good, keep drawing the right hip forward, 5 more. Relax. And open out to a 45-degree hip flexion. Knees at the front of the mat, feet underneath you. Neck and shoulders relaxed. Waist relaxed. Engage the inner core. And 10 repetitions here. Draw the leg a little forward and then lift it up. Concentrate on your belt, snug around your hips. 5 more. And relax. And move to hip extension, so 0-degree hip flexion. Keep the hips nice and open in the front. Engage the inner core. Take your organ lift this time. And again, 2 sets of 5. Rolling the leg out in the socket. Keep pushing the right hip forward. Pause and relax. And then we shift over to the right side. Settle into the position on the right side with the legs, hips at a 90-degree flexion. Relax the right side of the body, find your inner core, and 10 slow external rotations, letting the left knee slide forward and then lift up. Take a moment when you're done. Then open the angle at the front of the hip a little bit. Relax. Find your inner core. And then 10 times here. Left hip forward. Rolling the left thigh out in the socket. Try to release any grabbing in the right buttock. When you're done, pause and relax. And open the front of the hips out all the way. Engage the inner core. Take your organ lift and rotate the leg out in the socket 10 times here. When you're done, return onto the back. Taking a moment in constructive rest to bring everything down into an even resting position. Then re-engage your inner core and lift your right ankle to your left knee. Pull your ribs down the diagonal, imprint them and lift the left foot up. Bring the hands to the back of the left leg. Root the tailbone down into the floor. Stretch your left hamstring by reaching the foot up, but keeping your tailbone down, and then bend the knee. We'll do it 4 more times. Stretch up, stretching the back of the left leg, and down. 3 more. When you're done, adjust into the version of the figure 4, the Piriformis Stretch that you like. Now we want to feel the stretch in the right buttock. Please don't roll to your right side, but stay centered in the back of the pelvis. Relax the breath. We're going to stay for 90 seconds. Drop the shoulders down. Relax everything that you can relax. Keep breathing. Focus the attention on the right buttock. Keep softening the shoulders, the neck, the face. Thirty more seconds, keep breathing. Check back in with your shoulders, your neck, your face. Relax where you can. Then release, bring the left foot down, and then the right foot down, and take a moment in constructive rest. And let's bring the left ankle to the right knee. Raise the right foot up, hands behind the back of the right thigh, centered in the back of the pelvis, and stretch the right hamstring. Extend the right heel to the ceiling, and bend the knee. Come back down, and reach up. Tailbone stays on the mat, and bend the knee. 3 more times. Reach up, and bend, and stretch up, and bend. 1 more time. And now we switch our attention to the stretch of the left buttock. Be centered in the back of the pelvis. Support your legs. Relax the neck and shoulders. Breathe slowly. Keep breathing into the stretch. Release tension in the neck, the shoulders, the face. Thirty more seconds. Then we'll release the right foot down and then the left. Relax. We're going to turn over into Sphinx position. Elbows on the floor underneath the shoulders, forearms pointing straight out in front of you. Legs extended back. Engage the inner core, then tilt the pelvis so that your belly button is scooping in and your lower back feels protected. And pull your breastbone up away from your belly button. Draw your shoulders down your back. Stabilize the pelvis for the single leg kick. One leg at a time, you kick, kick. And then the other side. Kick, kick. And kick, kick. Kick, kick. Good. Good. Keep the pelvis steady. The shoulders pulling down the back. Keep tucking the tail under. One more set. And then relax. And then bring the hands together and interlace the fingers. The elbows are still underneath the shoulders. We're going to go into a plank and tuck the toes. Keep scooping the belly and pressing the forearms down, and then lift up into your plank. And stay here and breathe. Push the floor away with the forearm. Heels reaching away from the crown of the head. Really make sure you're pushing down into the forearm. So instead of your shoulder blades collapsing together, you want to feel like they're broadening. Almost like you're trying to get the upper back a little closer to the ceiling. Not to hump it over, but push up. So the breastbone's reaching away from the mat. The elbows are pushing into it. Belly button to the spine. Heels away from head. Keep pushing the forearms down. And then bend your knees. Bring your knees down onto the floor and move back into a child's pose. Your hands are still clasped, and then I'd like you to pull your elbows together and then reach your hands as far away from your feet as you can, keeping the elbows together, and do your child's pose like that. You should have that same sense of the shoulder blades spreading wide out onto your back. Okay. Go to the back. Do a little bit of the abdominal series. Find your inner core, your ribs knitting and printing. Lift one foot up and then the other. Pull your ribs in, lift your head. We're going to start with a double leg stretch, one hand on each knee. Make sure the back ribs are imprinting it. Exhale, reach the arms and the legs away from the center. And then bend the knees and touch them with your hands. Exhale, reach out, and inhale, come back in. Exhale, reach. Inhale back in 2 more times. Keep your legs straight. Transition into the single straight leg stretch. Now bend the knees, hands behind the head for the crisscross. Check that your neutral lower spine, your ribs imprinting. Pelvis even, and then bicycle the legs and reach with that armpit, just like you did in the exercise earlier on in the class, and really rotate in the torso, keeping the pelvis completely steady. Head down, knees to the chest. Relax the neck. Engage the inner core. Scoop the belly in and imprint the ribs. Keep your back flat. Left foot down. Keep the back flat. Right foot down. If you have anything behind your head, take it out. Keep the back flat and move into a pelvic lift. Raising the pelvis. Come back down. Imprint, scoop the belly. Stay with the flat back. And roll up again. And roll it back down. We're staying flat. One more time. Stay flat. Keep scooping the belly. Straighten your left leg out along the floor. And then your right. Back is still flat. Hands on the outside of the thighs. Draw the belly into the spine. Roll yourself up. Sit tall. Draw the belly into the spine. Scoop. Keep your feet on the floor. Roll back. See if you can come back to your pelvis. Draw the belly into the spine. And then pause and float there. And then come back down a little farther so you're on your back ribs. Keep scooping the belly in. And then lower all the way down. Arms reach behind you. We'll do a full roll up. You can use the hands on the outer thighs if you want. Inner core, scoop, imprint it, and roll yourself up. time, lean forward, stretching over the legs. Relax the neck and shoulders. And draw the belly to the spine. Roll yourself back down. Let's stop on the sacrum again. And then stop on the back ribs. Hands on the outer thighs if you want. And all the way down. Stretch out long. Last one. Prepare inner core, scoop, tuck, imprint, and roll up. Hands on the outer thighs if you like. Come forward all the way into a stretch. Relax the neck and shoulders. And sit tall. Open the chest. Bend the knee. We're going to come up. If you need to use your hands, also use your core. Hand yourself up. Lift tall. Stand even on both feet. Feel your inner core. Feel the lift. Wrap your ribs around to the opposite back pockets and then roll the arms out in the sockets to open the chest. And then relax. Twice more. Roll out. And relax. And last one. Relax. All right. That'll do it. So happy spring, everybody. Little promo tomorrow from 10 to noon. Emily and I are doing an Ayurvedic, let's call it a kitchen chat. So we're gonna cook something, but also talk about Ayurveda and the transition into spring. It'll be a Zoom call, so interactive. If you're interested, you can put something in the comments or send me a text. We would love to have any of you come and do that with us. In the meantime, enjoy this beautiful day and be well. I'll see you soon. Thanks. Hi, Victor.